this dude is a submission magician. I am very thankful I am not fighting him here tonight, and it's really a case of pick your poison. He has so many different chokes in his arsenal and has been a master of getting these fights exactly where he wants them.
There are black belts, and there are guys like this who can do jiu-jitsu at a level that not many people, regardless of the time spent, can truly get to. His understanding of position is truly unbelievable. He always has the frame. The moment you start to press into him, he's always underhooking, always looking for the next escape route, but not to get back to his feet.
Right.
He wants to go from bottom to top. If he's in the top position, you are constantly in danger. Don't think he can't submit you from the bottom.
Right.
But his position of choice will always be in the top position, sitting in that beautiful half guard.
Yeah, his striking also has improved a lot, but no secret as to what he'll be trying to do in this matchup tonight. All right, so here he is, a man who needs no introduction. GSP, wildly popular, not just in his native Canada, but around the world. Many people, DC, believe, pound for pound, that George St-Pierre might be the greatest UFC fighter of all time.
He is one of the greatest fighters of all time. If there was an MMA Mount Rushmore, George St-Pierre would be on everybody's list of top 5 fighters of all time. Just an ability to mix everything together. He was truly the evolution of mixed martial arts. Wrestling, striking, to the grappling. He was a guy that did everything and did everything well, and it made the level of mixed martial arts raise because everyone was trying to catch GSP.
And I got good news. Right next to him on that Mount Rushmore, Daniel Cormier. Raise that hand!
Come on, John, don't do it to me.
Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. Maia is 3 years his senior. He is 3 inches taller. GSP will have a 4-inch reach advantage. We set it inside the octagon. Here is
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 28 wins, 11 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, Damian Maia! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 26 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion, George St-Pierre! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
The veteran Herb Dean draws the assignment here.
Ready.
All right, so here we go. The weight and the height gives way to the action right here on one side. Maybe the division's most well-rounded fighter, taking on arguably the biggest submission threat in this division.
Because he's such a great submission grappler, I believe that this is the most dangerous fight for him in the division.
Wow.
He needs to maintain his space, stay away from this guy at all costs, and force him to stand up with him.
Oh, really using his reach advantage there with that punch, DC. And he connects there, DC.
Great job landing that punch.
He missed with that jab attempted. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Oh, man, how is he standing? Brutal knee to the body.
Get right here.
Oh, and he hip tosses him to the mat. Now we'll see what he can do from here, DC.
Right into side control. He's going to try to control him, then find a submission.
Well, he's more than content to work off of. Now he hip escapes. Maybe a triangle opportunity here, DC.
Yeah, he's throwing the legs up. His opponent needs to get both arms out of there, or he's going to attack this triangle. Oh! Now he falls back into the finishing position.
Wow. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
Just over 2 minutes to go in the round. Oh, man. This ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates this space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
All right, so good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Oh, reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the bottom fighter. Now into his mount.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Maia's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Pretty good right hand. Maia's back in full mount.
Oh, nice.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, DC, let's look at some of the highlights from the last round. Lot for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, man, these guys stood on a quarter in the middle of the octagon. Take one to give one. Over and over, each guy landed, and they both landed very well over the course of that first round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Here we are, early round 2.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Very nice outside leg kick by him there, DC. We'll see if he follows it up here.
He's really driving his shin into his opponent's thigh, beating his leg up.
Oh, beautiful jab there. It's one thing to have length, of course, it's another to use it effectively. Beautiful job with that jab. And they separate. Well, he has landed some good shots, DC, but really unable to string anything together in terms of solid combinations.
It's because he's not committing to it fully. He throws his jab, he makes beautiful takedown and can't land. One takedown is easy to defend. When you start stringing them together is when guys struggle.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here.
He jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock, and if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle. Oh, man, that was slick.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Close guard. We have now crossed the midpoint of this fight. Oh, how about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep.
Under 2 minutes to go in the round. Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here for Bob. Maia's got a bruise starting to appear on that right side of his body now. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Maia. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation, and a healthy one, for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in the gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Maia's right back to the full mount here.
Oh, wow, oh!
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round, saved by the bell. So back to the stool, mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Third round underway. Maia's lower jaw very swollen now. Time to bite down on the mouthpiece and move forward.
Barely missed on an uppercut right here on the inside. Nice looping punch.
Maia's got the tie clinched. Let's see what he can do. Takedown lands. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here. Just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
Back mount now. Maia's right back to the full mount. I mean, how many can he take? 3 minutes now to go in the fight.
Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on him. He's gonna attack armbar here. Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
Oh, his opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen.
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Maia's back in full mount. Looks like he's trying for a submission now. Nicely done. 30 seconds to go in the round. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound.
Oh, looks like he's transitioning an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys.
They go the 15-minute distance. What a fight! Well, don't leave it in the judges' hands. A little bit easier said than done. Competitive, close fight. You got to lean either way.
I mean, it is horrible when you walk back to the center of the octagon not knowing exactly who won the fight. I thought he won a lot of the striking exchanges, but it wasn't very clear. So it'll be interesting to see who gets the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judge 1 scores this contest 29-28, Maia. Judge 2 scores it 9-28, St-Pierre. And Judge 3 scores it 9-28. Declared the winner by split decision, Maia!
All right, so there it is. 2 of the 3 judges saw it his way. He gets it done by split decision. You've never won a split decision in your career.
Oh, I've won a split decision. Alexander Gustafsson and while I went to a split decision. Right after the first scorecard was read in his way, I almost panicked because I was like, oh my goodness, it's over.